All right, let me see if this audio is working here. If for some reason you're watching this, let me know. Can you hear me? Because my first time using StreamYard. Don't really live stream all that often, but been thinking about getting into it and testing this stuff out here. So streaming with StreamYard and connected it to YouTube. I'm gonna try and see if this is working here. So kind of bear with me. Looks like the audio's good. Hmm. I'm gonna try out some of these other settings here. Okay, so I guess this is if I was going to show another image, maybe like share a web page or something, some sort of presentation. I'll put it down in the corner. Cinema layout. That gets rid of me completely. Don't want that. Okay. Let me see if I can go back to this loop here and if the audio stays or not. Okay, so back to the loop, but I'm talking right now, so we'll see if that shows up. Looks like it does. That's good. Okay. Okay, back to the main camera. That's cool. Doesn't look too bad. I think the quality is not quite HD. I don't know. We'll see if this other thing works here. So we go side by side. Let's see what happens here. Okay. And if you're watching this, I'm just testing out StreamYard, trying to figure this out. Go back to this main one. All right, let me see if I can do like share a particular tab or something here. Heritage high number. Let's see. Okay. Let me try and resize this. Okay, so that looks like that works. I can go over here. My mouse shows up. Okay. And then if I wanted to go down the corner, I can move that there. About full screen. And that looks like that gets rid of my video and just goes full screen with the web page and sharing. Cool. I like this one, kind of the side by side So my face isn't covering up anything, but you can still see me. All right. This is one of the products I was looking at covering. The checklist just came out, and the product's going to be released in 48 hours. So I don't know if I'm going to get to this one. Maybe I'll have to do like a stream of it, you know. Okay, let me stop sharing that. Go back to the full screen. All right. Let's test the quality down here for the card camera. Okay. Let me get some light on here. That's not too bad. I'll have to cover up that junk in the background. Hey, God is great. How's it going? I'm just testing out StreamYard, so I don't have too much to show tonight, but trying to figure out how I'm going to do some live streams. Is my audio doing all right? Good. Okay, cool. You can hear me. Awesome. I was just looking at the new Topps Heritage baseball product that's coming out. Looks like the checklist was just dropped today, but the product itself releases the day after tomorrow. So I don't know if I'm gonna have enough time to actually put something together for that. I'd like to, because it's based off like the same design as the 1975 baseball set. But I was thinking about maybe just doing a live stream at some point about it, just because the time it takes to put together all the graphics and stuff. I think that might be a good option, kind of doing live streams when products information comes out really close to the product release itself. So just testing this stuff out here today. So I do have something here. The Willie McCovey 1957 Topps baseball card. I do like the two-tone multicolor cards. Pretty nice looking. This one's pretty sharp, decent corners and edges. Guess I can show off some cards while we're at it. I got a little stack, not too many of them. A lot of these MVP cards that kind of include other cards of the past, which is kind of cool. There you go. And I got a few of these. The only thing is the glare of the lights reflecting on the plastic. Yeah, absolutely. I have to get it just right, because otherwise, if I get at different angles, I go tilt it up too much. I have to kind of get at just the right angle, and it turns out all right, just like that. Because, yeah, I got this overhead light that if I tilt the card with a sleeve or top loader or whatever up, it definitely makes it tough to see. The 1955 MVPs. Campanella, Yogi Berra. There's a 58s. Ernie Banks. And the Willie Mays, 1965. I always like the 1965 cards with the little like pennant design there. But yeah, not too many of those. I did see something in the checklist about the something about 3 different players that retired in 1975. One of them being Juan Marshall. So I was thinking about showing off some of his cards that I have. Yeah, appreciate it. I thought it was always crazy. He's got several cards where he is mid pitch and he's got his foot way above his head. Like it's just kind of crazy. His delivery there. This one, 1962, National League champions. I don't always show off a whole lot of vintage, mostly modern stuff, but I like to collect both. So little modern, little vintage, and of course, as you see, a lot of different sports. So, but I also recently went to was running errands. We were stuck in the mall with my wife, and went to a local shop there with the Knoxville Smokies. It's like a minor league baseball team. They've got like a little team store in the mall, and they had just one little table full of cards. His pose does look funny, yeah. I think my comments and stuff are a little bit delayed from what I'm seeing there, but I was able to pick up a handful of other baseball cards there. These were just $1 a piece. This was awesome. Color parallel, nice uniform match there with the orange. Number to 299, and did find Rodriguez's another parallel with the green, which I think the green's a higher number. Yeah, 499. So I don't know. They're only $1 a piece, so happy with those. There's the Buster Posey Elite Series, and this one's tough to see. Number to 999. 635.99. And yeah, it's Donruss, so logos and stuff will be removed. Same for this one, the Willie McCovey, numbered to 500. Foil on foil makes some of this text kind of tough to see, but when the light hits it right, it's got a nice rainbow effect to it. And picked up a few more Giants rookies in the gold from 2024, the Mason Black, which the golds are always a staple, being numbered to the year. And got that one as well. The Tang, 775. Root in the, I forget what this blue is called, like blue shimmer or blue sparkle, something like that. Numbered to 999. So lots of these. And then we've got kind of a little team card here. Quick Studies. I think that's Blake Snell and Patrick Bailey. And yeah, oh yeah, it does have their names on there. That's good. But that one's not numbered. Hey, Julie, how's it going? I'm just testing out StreamYard here and kind of showing off a few cards I just recently picked up. First time using StreamYard, using StreamYard, like, and hosting it and stuff. So just kind of testing stuff out. Got all these dollar cards recently. This one's numbered to 50, and it is Prism, so not licensed or anything, but still for $1. That's cool. And then I picked up this Trout Stadium Club. This is a red parallel, which I thought was kind of fitting for, an Angels player. It does make some of the text tough to see, like that red mic with a red background. Red's not serial numbered or anything like that, but always like the photography from Stadium Club. I thought it looks nice. And then I also got a stack of cards here, mostly hockey here, of some recent pickups. And I think just about all of these were eBay. First one here, the Daniel Sedin. This is the 1314 Panini National Treasures. So this is the Century Materials card, 49 of 50. And the cards numbered to 50, they're usually 2-color patches. And this one just happens to be a 3-color patch, which is normally cards that are numbered to 25, which I think is like the prime. But we got a little tiny bit of the green there, which is nice. So this is one of the sets I am building. So every once in a while, I find a decent deal on one of these cards, and I'll pick it up and add that to the collection. Julius says, Brandon, see the UD Black not in the new SPX. Any idea what they're doing with UD Black? I have not heard what they're doing. I would love to see UD Black be its own product. As you probably know, I collect a lot of UD Black and build the sets for just the base rookies, the rookie jerseys, and the rookie autographs. I really hope they don't just get rid of it. I hope it does go into another product or becomes its own product, because if it was its own product, I think that'd be amazing. I'd be super happy with that. So we'll see what they end up doing with that, but hopefully that does not go away. Also, another set I'm working on, the 1314 Prism, particularly the blue parallel. I've got a good chunk of these already put together. I got like a top loader binder that I use to hold them, so that way I can display them all together. Got this event Evgeny Malkin and card number 85. The blues are not serial numbered, but just being over a decade old, they aren't everywhere. I think the blues were like, it was either Target or Walmart exclusive. I can't quite remember, but also, you can probably see, got some Landeskog cards in the background. I put together some of the Dominion. So as you see, also I like Panini hockey. I wish Panini still made hockey cards. I've got this Landeskog blue patch from Dominion, number to 99. I also have the number to 25 in the silver with the 2-color patch. And those were already in my collection, but recently picked up this one, big boy, the gold parallel, which is numbered to 10. So 4 of 10. We got a multicolor game used patch, which is just awesome. I know patches and material memorabilia cards aren't for everybody, but I really like them, especially if it is game used. So happy to get that one. Showing your package. Oh, okay. I appreciate it, Julie. Thanks. I'll keep an eye out for that. But yeah, also got this Parsonen marquee rookie from OPG Platinum. He was with the Avalanche for a very short amount of time. He is, what was he? I think he went to, was it New York? I don't know. The Avs made so many different trades over the last month or so. I can't remember where he went. I think it might have been in the New York deal. But this is the neon yellow Surge. Nice color match for him. And then I also picked up a couple of the Outburst, Miles Wood and Ross Colton, both depth guys, usually 3rd or 4th line guys. Working on this Avalanche run for the Outbursts. So I've got, I don't know, probably close to 10 of them or so for this set. And I forget how many there are off the top of my head, but I think I'm getting close to finishing that set up. And then I also got this one on auction, the Landeskog Orange Checkers number 25. And it was a eBay auction that ended, I want to say a Sunday at 10:30 or 11 a.m., something like that. It was just kind of a weird time. So yeah, 8 of 25 from the 17-18 OPG hockey. I love OPG, and I definitely do team runs for the Avs in OPG Platinum. So happy to get this one. I think I paid $10 $12, something like that. It was very, very affordable. So happy to add that one to the Landis God collection. And then recently this year, we've seen the Young Guns renewed cards. So I had to go out and grab a couple of those, starting off with this Cale Makar Young Guns renewed. I love what they did with the art and stuff for these cards. Probably one of my new favorite insert sets from Upper Deck, especially in flagship in general. I think they look awesome, and it's a great way to relive the Young Gun sets. So happy with that one. I also picked up the recently departed Avalanche player Mikko Rantanen. I saw he's playing against I think the Minnesota Wild tonight, Julie. I don't know how that game's going. I watched a little bit in the beginning. At the time, it was still 0-0. So, but yeah, longtime member of the Avs. Definitely wish Mikko Rantanen was still part of the Colorado's lineup, but wish him the best. And he was a big part of the 2022 Stanley Cup run. So Rantanen got hurt. Oh, really? I'll have to check that out. Do you know what happened? That's crazy. There's the Nathan McKinnon Young Guns renewed as well, which has a little bit of a different background design and stuff there, but definitely had to get McKinnon. Left the game tonight after being hit in the face with a puck. Oh, that sucks. That's rough. Hope he's all right. Man. But anyway, I'm going to have to go through. I think there's Ryan O'Reilly and maybe a Matt Duchene. I think those are the other two Avalanche players in the Young Guns renewed sets. I'll have to double check that checklist. I can't remember off the top of my head, but I'll have to take a look and see what other Avs Young Gun renewed cards are out there. So yeah, I'll have to take a look and see too what happened with Rantanen in the Dallas, Minnesota game as well. Also got a nice little stack of cards here. This last weekend, we went to 2 card shows here in Eastern Tennessee. One was in Morristown, which I've been to plenty of times, and then one was in Maynardville, which is, 30 miles from where we live, roughly, just a little ways outside Knoxville. And picked up a bunch of football cards, starting off with this Deebo Samuel rookie card. This is the optic rated rookie. It's a nice nearly color match with the bronze parallel here. So the border is in a bronze, not quite gold. And this one's not serial numbered or anything, but I think Deebo's a heck of a receiver. Too bad he had to go to Washington this year. Kind of wish he would have been able to stick around in San Francisco, but didn't really work out there. And then one of my favorite 49ers of all time, Jerry Rice, got a bunch of cool looking inserts of his. Picked up this Comeback Kids die cut, which I don't think I've ever seen this one before. Kind of reminds me of like a wanted poster you'd see in like a Western movie or something. So not serial numbered or anything, but anytime I see a cool Jerry Rice insert from his playing time, I'm going to pick it up. So got a few more. Kind of hard to see some of the foil work. Got the Ovation. I always thought Ovation was kind of cool. It's like textured around the edges like a football, which is pretty sweet. And then we've got a Topps Chrome, all Chrome team. And this, I guess, is when Topps didn't have a license because we've got no logo on the helmet there. So no 49er logo. Here's another Topps Chrome. Looks like this is when they did have the license because we got logos everywhere. And picked up some Steve Young cards here too. It's from playoff. Awesome looking foil work. Kind of reminds me of the Panini Prism foil work where there's just the etching and stuff around the player is very, very noticeable, really stood out. Here's one, Gridiron Masters Omega 1999. This one's kind of weird. It's like almost like a goalpost which would make more sense for like a kicker or something, but I guess it is what it is. And there's a few more Steve Young cards. Grew up watching football just after Joe Montana left the 49ers, and really started watching with Steve Young, Jerry Rice. Those were kind of my guys back in the day. So there's the holographics 2000 or something. Oh, 1999, off by year. But kind of crazy looking design there, that's for sure. What's this one? Strike Force. I think my light is dying above me. It's like getting darker. And there's another one from MVP. And a lot of these just kind of non-numbered inserts and stuff will probably go into a binder. I've got a couple 49ers binders. It's just a nice, easy way to store and really just view instead of having to just throw everything in a box and then go through it whenever. Crown Royal, I always like these die cuts. I thought they're pretty cool looking. Crown Royal 2000. And there's a Joe Montana. Kind of crazy looking. So it says 4 Super Bowls. So Montana on one side, his signature, like a little fake signature there. 94, 95 Sports Stars. And I've got one of Montana here in the Kansas City uniform, the action-packed gold. It's kind of a little bit of a thicker card, the rounded corners. I think it's one of those ones where it's like the player is slightly embossed, where he kind of pops out from the card just a little bit. Also got this O.J. Simpson when he was with the Buffalo Bills. And a little bit of vintage 49ers. There's OJ again with the Niners. And picked up a couple of these Dwight Clark Topps cards. This the base and the in action, I guess, insert or whatever. And then I did get a couple of hockey cards. I forget what this is called. This is the Joe Sakic. I thought the foil work and rainbow pattern in the background is crazy looking. 95-96 Summit. And I had to look this up the other day. I forget what it was. Ice something. Summit Ice. It's like, it's not cracked ice, but it's something to do with ice in the name of the parallel. But I thought these were just awesome looking cards. I'll throw that up there for now. And I got another one. Ed Belfour, but it is not that silver. It is the gold, which is absolutely crazy looking. None of these are numbered or anything, but the gold is called the Artist Proof Parallel. And I think it's just an awesome looking card. Foily, yes, absolutely. Very foily. I'll throw those there. And then we got a little bit of baseball, starting off with a little bit of vintage. And, of course, got to go back to San Francisco, the team card there. Hooked up this Willie McCovey, 1980. Not quite vintage, right? 1980? Yeah. I got this Yaz, the Carl Yastrzemski in action. Will the Thrill, the Will Clark. And then I got a little stack of Barry Bonds cards. Anytime I got Barry Bonds cards or inserts from his playing time with the Giants that I don't have, I'm going to try and grab them. This is another player that I grew up watching as a kid. Like he's carrying off a base, like he's carrying off a pizza to go or something. 40-40. What's that from SP? Upper Deck Baseball. The Star Power Tops insert. And TSC Extreme Corps. Wow. The back is more colorful than the front. And the Naturals from Pinnacle. I got a couple more here. This one's kind of like a red or pink parallel from Certified. And super low number, all the way down to 3,999. So, yeah, I don't know why they even give them a serial number if they're going to number them that high. It's kind of weird. Got this Buster Posey Gold Futures card. Gotta get just the right angle to see that text for some reason. And the last card in this little pickup here, got the Alex Rodriguez. This is from Unleashed. Normally don't buy a whole ton of Panini baseball, but I definitely like the Unleashed inserts. I think it's cool artwork. I forget this parallel is. I know they have different like patterns with this foil work, but I always like these cards. So yeah, been a busy weekend, 2 shows, bunch of pickups from eBay over the past little bit, and some stuff from local mall. So baseball season is about to start up. We are going to go see a Smokies game, I think, in the next couple weeks. We got tickets to that, and then one of the last games of the season for our Knoxville Ice Bears. It's like a minor league team in the SPHL down here in Knoxville. So I'm going to go to one of those too. So looking forward to that. I'm going to probably wrap things up here and just try and learn a little bit more about StreamYard and how to better make this all work. So appreciate you guys jumping in here and chatting for a bit. I will talk to you again soon. Later.